blessing. There have been too many lately. All day been smiling lately. Thankful that we cut the turkey. Just bought a boy, here's a big 3. And man, if my jeans worth these. Sometimes I think about you, even in the midst of good news. I gotta go home, full out all the old bones from the closet and then I see you. Yeah, you're so cheesy. My God, it's messing with my head, cause you took mine. Sometimes I just call, I know you won't pick up. Can't ever help myself and try. Scared just get alone, so every night I hope I see you on the other side. I stay, 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 stay. Are you sleeping alone? 'Cause if you are, I can leave. I'm sleeping alone and it's killing me anyway. I hate that you're gone when I lie in the dark. I don't in this club.
사람에게 찔려 하루 끝에 나 밀려 이제 신경 안 써. It must be fine. 이렇게 언제나 해도 결국은 나를 테니까 never mind. It must be fine. I don't wanna play, I don't wanna date, I didn't wanna stay, I just wanna live until the day before I met you. 네가 돌아선다면 다가갈게 꼭 잡을게. 너 먼저 돼 I let you will I get a broken heart. No matter what they say, you always let my shit down. And day one who shares my sorrow. With you, with you, with you, with you is different. I don't know, it's just
I'm tired of the same line. I hate to live a grave one. Broken records screaming in time. You'll be fine, you'll be fine. People come and pass by. Even though I wish they stay more. So many broken records screaming my mind. I'll be fine. Always pushed away, always pushed away. Scared they'd go away, so I wasn't they didn't say nothing. But with you, I think it's different. If you ever tell me you gotta go, I'll be the first to ask you why. If you say you need me no more, then I'ma have to stop you there. No matter what they say, oh, you always leave my shadow. Let love lose all of my battles.
Hey everybody, hey Twitch. Hi, hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, so let's get started. Hello, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Henna Blooms. It's very nice to meet y'all. We're just chilling. There's no plans for this stream, honestly. I honestly just want to chill. Who knows? Maybe I'll do Tarot again. But yeah, I hope we're all doing well so far. I'm not going to do my usual introduction, like for those of you who don't know me, because honestly, just read the title, just read the description and the facts. I'm pretty sure you guys already know. You guys know the drill, and you guys, you know. You've seen me enough times already to know who I am. So let's just cut straight to the crap. Hope y'all are hydrating, doing well. Honestly, I'm in the middle of like processing something, but don't worry about it. I'm just we're just here and we're just here to hang. So that's what we're gonna do. So, hey. Hi, Sai. I see you in the chat, by the way. I see you there. I see you. How have you been doing so far, hey? Shall I turn it up a little bit more? I think it's good the way it is, right? Yeah, honestly, today it's been a wild day. Like, I'd say it's been a pretty good day overall, because I got what I wanted to do done. But, looking to my social medias was a little bit different. I think, yeah, I think a lot of shit kind of happened in social media. At least, you know, I'm not going to talk about it too much because it gets a little bit, it's upsetting, but, yeah, I mean, it's the circle of life at this point. Oh, I can hear Mochi kind of having like a seizure, almost. Right, okay, anyway. Regardless, shall I wait for everybody? Just for like 5 minutes? We'll see. Yeah? Cause, quite honestly though, like, oh, stream's loading. Yeah, quite honestly though, yeah, no plans. There's no plans. We're gonna see where the stream is gonna lead us, and yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much that. So I'm gonna wait for 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Aside from that, you know, on a lighter note, I received one of my first YouTube comments in quite a while, right? And this comment, I assure you, this comment was probably like a bot or some shit, because it says like it literally put up the hearts, right, for like Pramazam. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but like they put hearts on it, right? So I'm guessing it's a bot or some shit, because like I don't see any activity from this user. But god damn, man, that was a little bit weird. I mean, it's not something that I shouldn't be used to at this point, because I know YouTube has bots and so does Twitch, but like, you know, it's weird to just wake up and and receive that and kind of squint by going like, what, and then I went to Google apparently it's a YouTube bot for followers as well. So you know, it's, man, I mean, it's yeah, it's quite wild. It's quite weird. But wait, shit, I haven't set up my 5-minute timer yet. Come on, mate. Set up the 5-minute timer. Okay. I guess, yeah, we just wait. We just wait for 5 minutes, and, yeah, if we wait for 5 minutes, and, after we wait for 5 minutes, I'll, like, set up the tablet and probably finish up with my drawing, but, yeah, basically that's kind of the plan for today. Again, maybe some tarot too, because I do want to involve that in. But who knows? It's the prom, leaves turn, and they won't stop falling from your eyes, from your sighs. Just plug this in. Leaves turn on, they won't stop falling. Who loves you? My God. Oh my God. Yeah, what else can I tell you guys about? Because I do have... Oh! Hello, Sai! Hello! Welcome in from Lurkin. But yeah, I guess what else can I tell you guys about? Aside from that one thing that you know, remember how I told you guys about how, like, my editing software is a piece of shit? Alright, so, I do have another plan for my YouTube video, because while that's in the works, right, I can work on another side project. And I think we can all find this a little bit enjoyable. It's gonna be a little bit more shorter, compacted. Because I did get, like, inspired from my favorite YouTuber. So, well, at least one of my favorite YouTubers. So, I'm going to, you know, I'm going to make the content a little bit more interesting. A little bit more, you know, quote-unquote editing software. I mean, if it functions, it's good enough, right, mate? If it functions, if it works, okay? If it works, it works. Plus, I'm pretty sure, like, 45 minutes into, like, this one editing software was... Oh, thank you for the follow, Jagstorm. Well, welcome into the stream. Was it a Minecraft YouTuber? No, it's a different YouTuber. But a Minecraft YouTuber is one of my favorite YouTubers. Good day, mate. Good day to you, too. Yeah, we're just chilling, we're just chatting. If you haven't hydrated already, go hydrate. If you haven't eaten already, and it's late, and you haven't eaten anything, go eat, you know? Just do your own thing, take care of yourself, because if nobody takes care of yourself, if you're not taking care of yourself, who is, you know? So... yeah. But, yeah. No, it's not a Minecraft YouTuber, although, again, he is one of my, like, favorite YouTubers, but, it's another YouTuber. I don't know if you ever heard of, like, Faline San. Faline San. I probably butchered. Well, I probably got the name a little bit right, but I probably butchered it too. You know, just somewhere in that happy medium, in that happy middle, right? So, yeah, I saw Faline San's content and I was like, ooh, that's a good idea. So I'm gonna, nope. Okay, well, you have another YouTuber to check out if you ever want to. But, you know, you're totally not obligated. Like, it's not like I'm forcing you with a gun, telling you to, hey, go watch this YouTuber or else I'll, like, shoot you or some shit. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. But yeah. Question, what is your favorite song? That's a hard question. I have a lot of songs that are, like, my favorite. Do you want me to choose one specific song or like a genre? Because I can tell you a genre to be more accurate. But yeah. So yeah, her content is pretty good. I like her ideas. So I'm definitely gonna. Yeah, I hear somebody. My roommate, aka my parent. Keisha Kendall is my favorite song of the week. Ooh, okay, that's one song to check out because I have never heard of that. A song from a soundtrack. Let's go with that. Ooh, Wait, be right back. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. So a song from a favorite soundtrack. It's so hard, man, because again, I have a lot of favorite songs, but let me give this a good think. Let me give this a good think. Wait. You know, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, that movie, yeah, they have a bunch of really good soundtracks. I think it's a tie from Familia. Familia is one of the soundtracks I really like, and What's Up Danger. I think those two songs are like the most iconic for me. Like those definitely stuck in my head for a very long time, and it has not changed. I still occasionally listen to that. So, yeah. So I guess those songs are my favorite. Good choices. Thanks, mate. I mean, like, again, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, you can't really go wrong with that movie because that movie is like the absolute king tier. You know what I mean? Like, everything about it is so fucking good. Like, the story writing is solid. The, what else is solid? The artwork, the animation, hell, the dialogue too. Like, again, it goes under the category of, like, really solid writing, but that's besides the point. It's mid. Oh, mid-tier. Alright, Sai. I swear, you always do this shit to get a reaction out of me, and I'm not letting you. Not today, man. Not today. I'm gonna have a good day today. Seriously, though. What else do I like? I don't know if you guys ever heard of like The Good Kid. Is it The Good Kid or Good Kid? Because I'm pretty sure it's Good Kid, right? Let me see. Yeah, Good Kid. Okay, that band, Good Kid, they have really good songs. And if you like anime openings, even better, right? So my favorite song from them, from Good Kids, probably have to be like Drifting or Nomu. Because those two songs are what stand out to me. Like they're really good songs. For me, it's got to be The Rainbow's Connection, Kermit, The Muppets Movie. Oh, okay. I've heard about like the soundtrack from The Muppets Movie. Not sure about Rainbow Connection. A little bit of Kermit. I don't know what the Rainbow Connection is. I'm gonna Google that real quick. Oh, it's from the Muppets. Oh, interesting. Okay, it's a song from the Muppet Movie. On top of Spaghetti Sesame Street. I mean, okay. Spaghetti Sesame Street. I can't believe I can't believe that is like, out of all the terminology, out of all the words you could have used, you used spaghetti. Spaghetti Sesame Street. All covered in cheese. Oh my god. Wait, is this a lyric from the song? And it just completely slipped by me? Oh my god. Oh my god. It is. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Dude, is that a lyric to the song and I just don't know? Bro. Okay. Oh. Well, okay, I'll just leave it like that. I'll just leave it like that for now. Any other... Okay, let me ask you a question, okay? What genre, like what favorite genre of music do you really like? Get cultured, you swine, LOL. This is my response. Fuck you. But like what genre do you guys like? You can name 2 or 3. I don't mind. You're too scared. You're too scared of the future. Let me... No? Do you not want to? Okay. I think alternative is my usual go-to. Not as harsh as rock. Pop rock. It's a soft rock kind of feel. Oh, cool. Okay. I guess we all have like similar tastes. Well, sort of similar, because my favorite is J-Rock. If it's not already obvious from my Spotify playlist. If you manage to like get a hold of it, which I'm pretty sure you guys haven't, but I do like J-Rock. J-Rock is amazing, but I can vibe with alternative too. DLR, N Gray, J-Rock Awakening. I'm googling that. Hold on. So like the band Toto falls into pop rock. Okay. DLR and Gray. To be honest, you guys, I am not like into mainstream, nor am I Well, not to sound like those girls, okay? But like, not. I'm not. Like, if those two bands are like a very big deal in the J Rock world, I will not know about it because I'm not up to date. So yeah, call me a heathen, call me whatever you want in your terminology in your dictionary, but you know, I just live under a rock, and you can't really blame me for it. You know what I mean? I don't think you can blame me for that because I do whatever I like. I do whatever I want, right? So, okay, Toto is an American rock band formed in 1977 in Los Angeles. Okay. Okay. DLR and Gray is the older generation. Oh. Yeah, no wonder I haven't heard about that before. Dude, let me tell you something about myself. Let me tell you an interesting fact about myself, okay? Whatever it is that's like a big deal in like the older generations, even though I was kind of like sort of born in like the older generations, like near 1999, I believe. 1999 to 2005. So around those ranges, right? Yeah, like I just genuinely will not know much about the bands from that age. I don't know, like how I find music is sort of weird because I often like the very, very, very niche things that aren't very well known, and yeah, I don't know what to say. But do you know the song Africa? Oh, shit, man, I don't know that song. Should I play it on YouTube so I can like, or is it DMCA? Is Africa DMCA? From which band though? Like Africa from Toto, right? I see. Okay. Yes, it is by Toto. All right. Interesting. Yeah, that is a song I've never heard about before. So, and it's from the older generations too, so I'm not quite surprised because I don't know songs from way back then, you know. Damn, all right. That is interesting. Yeah, this song. I think he still had the CDs, so if I ever like... Yeah, he would have that. He would have Don't Stop Believing by Journey. But, okay, if I ever get like a specific song from the CD, I will let you guys know, because, yeah, like we still have like the physical CDs, the CD copy. So we would, yeah, we have like 2 CDs of certain songs from way back then. So... Ugh, it kills me because I don't know what the other song is, but yet, like, I know what the album cover kind of looks like. It always stood out to me. I think it's like... Was the name... The name was from, like, Israel. Israel something something. Israel Over the Rainbow, I think. Yeah, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. That song. Oh my god. Yeah, that would be in there along with like the rock music, the soft rock music too. Oh hey Johnny, what's up? Welcome to the stream, man. Hey, it's good seeing you again. We're talking about songs and like the oldies basically. But yeah, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Somewhere over the rainbow. Somewhere about that. Yeah, it would be like planted right in the middle of like the hardcore songs, and I'd be like, wow, this is nice. This is like a good energy break, you know. Way up high wind. Dreams that you dream of, what's in the lullaby? Oh my god, this is giving me so much nostalgia. This is giving me so much memories to like way back then. Those were lyrics, not a song, by the way. Yeah, I figured, because like way up high and when, like I recognized them, but like the melody was a little bit off, so sorry about that. But yeah, he would play this often when, you know, after I was done with like classes. So that was nice. Oh my god, Stand By Me by Benny King. Oh, do you guys know that song? Yeah, he would play this too. That was also a huge staple. Stand By Me by Benny King. 'Cause I don't, like, soft rock was like in his second favorites. But I think most of, like, the specific genre that he really liked was jazz, right? And he would play like classics, I think, from at least his day. So yep, Stand By Me. Stand By Me by Benny King. What else? Don't Worry, Be Happy by Bobby McFerrin. Oh my god, mate. Oh, this is giving me so much flashbacks. I mean, obviously they're not like the soft rock genre, but like this was often the common songs that he would put into the CD. So I'd listen to them over and over and over and over again. Like it would not stop, bro. It would not. I think it got to a point where I got like legitimately sick of it, and even hearing it made me nauseous. So I was like, Dad, can we not play music here? I want to sleep. I don't want to hear the music, and you just going along with it, mate. Which, you know, I mean, I was a kid then, because like the road trips and everything. Kid up to like being a very, very moody teen. So like, you know, to be fair, I was a little bit of a douchebag back then. But, you know, again, I mean, if you hear a song repeatedly over and over and over again in the car, it's hot, it's summer, and the windows aren't rolled down, so the air is stuffy, and you're hearing that song, the same song over and over and over again, no matter how good, wouldn't you kind of be sick and tired of it? Like, just you know, just a little food for thought here, right? A little food for thought. But, yeah. What else? What other songs do you guys like, to be honest? What other songs do you guys like listen to in the old days, in the back of the day, I guess? Oh. Oh boy. You know what I could do, you guys? Speaking of songs, you know what, I told you guys and myself that, hey, you know, I would at least do Tarot a little bit, you know, more than that one time, right? Cause, you know, I'm decent at it again. Oh, wow, that lighting though. Okay, but no, seriously though, yeah, so, give me a second. So, yeah, I mean, I do have the tarot deck right here, right? Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. So I have the deck here. And I told myself, you know what? Like, I would do tarot at least once. I would give like some sort of reading, because who knows? Like, I was really good at it. I would say decent at it way beforehand. So like, you know, why not try again? Because, I mean, to be fair, it is also the one thing that I'm very decent at. So, hey, if you guys have any questions or sorry, give me a good second. My mic just unplugged and it was, yeah, that was not good. So give me like a good second so I can just like do this, go to IV cam again to my phone, because my phone's being a bitch, a little itty bitty bitch, right? Okay, there we go. So it's scuffed, I know, but we get used to it, right? We get used to it. Oh. Oh, Jesus Christ, why did I capitalize all of that in titles? So yeah, if any of you guys have a question, you guys want to like have a reading with me, let me know, because I'm down, and I'm, you know, again, let's test shit, right? Let's see if I can be very, very decent at it once more today, mother. You guys aren't my mother, but like you guys get what I mean. Don't know why I said that. I tend to have my foot in my mouth a lot of the times, but that is okay, because you guys came here for that. So therefore, here's the deck. This is the deck. Has really cool illustrations. If you haven't seen it before in my previous streams, you're seeing it again. You're seeing it for the first time, and good for you. If you have been in my previous streams, welcome back, and enjoy the illustrations. So, yeah. So, oh wait, does anybody like have questions, or are you guys just gonna lurk? I mean, not that I'm like complaining. Well. Oh, hello, Owens. Welcome. I've also noticed. Don't look at me like that. I am lurking. Okay, sorry, you got me looking at older artists now, like Psy. Psy is not that old, I think. That's like way back 2010s era, right? 2009, 2010. But hey, okay. By the way, Owens, I've realized I used the wrong pronouns for you, and I'm so sorry. Like, remember last stream? Yeah, I used the wrong pronouns for you, mate. I'm so sorry about that. But hey, I mean, we live and we learn. And nobody bothered correcting me in my defense. So, yeah, I'm sorry about that, mate. But it's okay, mate. It's okay. You guys are good. You guys are fine. Like, if you guys are searching for older artists now, then by all means, right? But hey, all right. So, here's the thing about tarot, right? Because it is so reactive to energy. Oh, you're good. Oh, great. Thanks, mate. But yeah. So here's the thing about energy, because it is so reactive to energy, especially, again, minds, right? I often have to do like way before I start the day, right? I do cleansing meditations just to kind of like cleanse out all the energy, because it feels weird okay, give me a second. Because it seems like I'm suffering through an aneurysm, and that's not the case. I'm just trying to stumble through my words, so give me a moment. Yeah, so it sounds weird if you don't believe in this shit, and I don't blame you, right? But hey, you're here now, we're all here, so therefore I shall explain. But here's the thing with tarot is that you often accumulate a lot of energy in order to channel whatever the message is, or whatever, whatever the, I don't know if you guys believe in spirit guides, the universe, source, God, whatever. But I personally do believe in spirit. I do believe in God. I do believe like in the concept of authority, higher authority, right? And yeah, like when you are channeling that sort of energy, it's like an energy exchange. So you spend your energy in exchange for their energy, and it can be very draining at times. Which is why we kind of do like sort of like a cleansing ritual or cleansing meditation, which literally helps. It very much helps with like, I guess, taking on things that aren't yours to begin with. But Yeah, mate. So, like, that's why it's always kind of like a must whenever before you use tarot. So, you know, little tarot tips from Hina, right? Little tarot tips where we just do our own little thing and have fun with it, I suppose. But also keep our sanity because we all need that. So, anybody have questions or shall I just continue rambling? Because I know you guys enjoy it. I know you guys enjoy me rambling. I also know you guys enjoy me stumbling through sentences because otherwise, why the hell would you be here? But I don't know. As someone who's read books and wrote before she even spoke or like constructed sentences, it makes me very embarrassed to not speak it correctly, you know. Oh, mighty enchantress, please guide me. Oh my god, sigh. Oh my god, okay, sure, whatever. Will Johnny to Tsunami ever love me? Sure. Oh, okay. Well, it's pretty telling. I'm pretty sure it's very okay. I got 2 cards, so you're lucky, because it was supposed to be a yes or no card. But whatever. So we got the 7 of Pentacles reverse and Queen of Wands reverse. Okay. Hold on. Just to make sure these aren't faulty. Let me try this again. Because I'm pretty sure that was... Oh my god, I kicked you once. Oh my god, guys. Alright. You guys are like... You guys have that playful relationship, huh? Let me see. Bro. This keeps oh, okay. I keep getting reverse cards. So, like, he kicked me from Discord. I'm leaning towards no. Oh my god. So, I got the Chariot in reverse. So, there's definitely... Give me a second to formulate my words. Okay. Okay, that's T. We are the best you got. The cherry, I am honestly baffled by this because, like, I'm seeing you guys sort of, like, get along, right? And you guys are, like, you know, you guys seem really good. But I don't know, like, correct me if I'm, like, totally wrong, because I could be. I might as well could be. And this also seems a little bit personal, so... But hey, I'm just a stranger in the internet. You know, you just ignore the stranger danger rule, right? You know, we're just a bunch of strangers in the internet ignoring the stranger danger rule, so, like, whatever. But, okay, so from sort of what I am getting is that, like, whenever the Chariot is in reverse, like this, it either indicates something is, like, out of balance, like, out of whack, or like, something is kind of, like, spiraling out of control, and I don't know the situation between you guys. Hell, I don't even know the situation between Johnny. Again, I could be just fucking incorrect, whatever. But like the thing with him is that like I don't know if you guys know the concept of yin and yang, but there's yin, which is like a passive feminine force, and there's yang, which is like it's considered like the masculine catalyst, right? And from what I'm getting, like there is sort of like an imbalance there that causes some behavior to be a little bit volatile. I also do get the sense that like you don't like I don't know if Johnny is the type to just open up willy-nilly to anybody, because like from what I'm seeing here might be some problems sort of like opening up, like you either overshare or you don't. You guys get what I mean? Like you either overshare or you don't. You either feel something very intensely or you just feel nothing, right? And I do get the sense that this intensity leads you to be very sort of like hot and cold in that sense, right? And it can manifest at one point. So, can't really speak for your relationship. I can't really say like, oh, will Johnny to Tsunami ever love you? Because like I'm pretty sure he does in a way, but like, mate, like y'all got something going on internally. Friendship strictly. Okay, well, whatever the case, like whatever the situation here. Oh, T. Oh, God. Okay, that's T. I'm definitely not saying that out loud, Spirit. That's kind of, okay, that's kind of personal. But yeah, so, no, I'm not saying it. I don't think I should say it. Say it? Jesus Christ, guys. No, hold on. We like the nitty-gritty. No, guys, hold on. I like T. Jesus Christ, you guys. Okay. You know, I'm gonna draw out more cards to just clarify the situation I'm getting here and like the concept. So Spirit, okay, so the moon. Spirit, is what I'm getting just from me, or is this like accurate? Like, is the thought that you've given me? Oh shit, alright, guys, alright, I'm getting one more card pull for you, cause, okay, got 2 of Wands. Which way do you want to go? Reversed or upright? Upright, okay. Okay, yeah, this is T. We got the moon, the devil, and the 2 of Wands. So, here are the cards if you ever want to look. Sorry, give me a second. Here are the cards. So, the moon, the devil, 2 of Wands. So, I don't know if this is like a situationship. Could be wrong. I could be dead wrong again. But I don't know. Could be a situationship. Could be something that blurs a little bit of those lines, if I'm being honest. But yeah, so like the hot and cold shit, it's okay. So the moon and the devil is definitely like standing out to me, mostly because the moon's represents the inner world. It also represents illusions, and that's like the one word that I am also getting. And the devil, like, it represents worldly pleasures. It also represents, like, again, the illusion that, like, the illusion of temptation, you know, like, it's there, and you think you think that you're trapped by it, but you're not, because, like, it's loose. Like, the bindings, the chains around the binds are loose, but at least in the Rider-Waite card version, right? But right here, it's kind of like, when I see the two people and, like, the devil card, I'm tempted to find new friends. He's mean. Hell, man, I don't know the situation. He could, I mean, if he is mean, God, okay, I'm not me. All right, you guys, all right, settle down now, settle down. But yeah, so what I'm seeing from, like, the devil card, it's kind of like, I don't know, the situation's mirrored too, cause like it feels like you two are very similar people in a way, and that's kind of why you do, like, you know, friendship wise, latch on. He told me to come out of the closet, but I'm not hiding, bro. Okay, well, regardless, yeah, it feels like you two are similar people, and you guys are just kind of on the down low right now. You guys just don't want to speak about it, but yeah, what's really interesting is that I'm getting the Two of Wands too. And it talks about expansion and expanding, so... Huh. Okay, we was Faz, the ghost was done hunting. What? Okay. Alright, guys. But, yeah, so the Two of Wands, while it represents expansion, it also we was playing Faz. The ghost was done hunting. Oh, okay. Alright. Gotcha. But, yeah, so for the Two of Wands, it kind of speaks about one person also looking out to the world, seeing other new opportunities there, and kind of expanding on it. So I don't know if one of you two will walk away or some shit. Hopefully you guys won't, but that's just the current thing that I'm getting. And I really don't know if you guys will walk away. Hopefully not. It seems like you guys have a good friendship, but no. New friends? You're onto something. I mean, not necessarily like new friends, but could be a new opportunity. And oh! Hi, Kiviko. Thanks for following. Hello, I'm a warlock. Oh, hey! I see you. I see you. That's cool. That's really cool, mate. But I wanted to say, you have great silk sleeves. Thank you. You're doing a great job. He can't afford new friends. Jesus Christ, Johnny, that's so mean. But if you want to see the sleeves and full expansion, it's kind of like, it's right here, right? And I also have the back, which is cherry blossoms. It's pretty cool overall, right? So, did you have good readings today? I'm kind of just starting out, mate. But in the past, past stream, when I was doing past readings, it was pretty decent. It was pretty good. It's good silk. Thank you. It costed a lot of money, but I think this money was worth it. I love cherry blossoms. Oh, thanks, mate. Thanks. I got it from Etsy, so you could probably find similar outfits like these in Etsy, and they're very, very good quality, so highly recommend it. It's a bomber jacket too, but aside from my rambling, this stuff from Bath and Body Works, oddly enough, I do have cherry blossom from Bath and Body Works. It's the candles. Any fruit tree that blossoms will leave good flowers or petals. True, very true. I want to go to Japan during blooming season. It's one of my dream vacations. Oh, if you do go there in Hanami season, make sure to try out the food because the food is bomb. Like the food is so good. So don't miss out on that. Kiboko. Kiwioko? Kiwioko. Should I call you Kiwi or Kiwioko? It's your choice because I don't want to butcher the name. So that's another reason I want to go. That's another reason I want to go for the food. I see. It's he. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. One note. Try the fruit sandwiches with the cream in them. It's super good. It'd be smelling good. My ex had a bottle, but when she left a bottle of it behind. Oh shit, man. Yee. That's rough, buddy. That is rough. Oh, I take maggots in my brain for 100 pounds. What are you talking? No, that's pretty hardcore. Bro, I literally just asked for your name. Calm the fuck down, mate. Like, with all due respect, please calm down, sir. Nah, best time of my life. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, my name? Yes, your name. It's Kiwi equals stone. Okay, I'll call you Kiwi. Kiwi uko equals man. Interesting. Okay. Thank you for letting me know about the meaning of it. I'll call you Kiwi. I'll call you Kiwi. She was toxic like Johnny to Tsunami. Are you guys really gonna have that spat in my chat? Really? Like, aside, friendly banter aside, is this actually a thing that you guys are going through? Like, you guys gotta take it down a notch, you know what I mean? Ukko is in Finland. Uso is also in Finland, the pagan god of thunder. Oh, okay, interesting. Thank you, Kiwi. And don't apologize. I'm not talking to you, Kiwi. I'm talking about like Owens, and Tsunami if they're having like a couple spat, or whatever spat they're going through. I have so many Bath and Body Works candles and hand soap. Good choice, mate. Good choice, mate. Sorry, give me a second. I'm loading. So the candles, I actually do have one of the candles here. Another candle is in my mom's room. But yeah, I do have the cherry blossom candle here. So it's really good. I highly recommend it. Well, I had this Well, I had this to make it up. Look at that cat dance. Oh, the cat's pretty nice. I like the cat emoji. It's pretty cool. It's cool. That being said, is there any readings you guys like want me to do so far? Like, I don't know, just general advice. Things that you guys wanna talk about so far? Because I might not be your therapist, okay? If you actually have like mental illness and you want to get that treated, I am not your vet. I can encourage you, but mate, yeah, if you suffer from like any mental illness and it's really like bad, go to a professional for that. Please go to a professional for that. I am not your therapist, but okay, will I get my new job? Okay, a yes or no question. Will you get your new job? Why was temperance below? This is very interesting because I'm getting like 2 reverse cards here. Just for the sake of being a little bit more accurate, I'm going to shuffle the cards again just to make sure. Okay, if the Temperance card falls out again, that's the card, right? That's the card I want to go with. But if not, then means that I had to reshuffle it. So, okay. All right, reversed again, but not Temperance card. So, got King of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Wands in reverse. Will you get your new job? The current answer, if I'm being honest right now, is no. At least not in this time frame. Not now. I still get the hunch that there is a lot of inner workings, like inner shit that you need to deal with before you actually get a job. I got a question after that. Okay, sure. I got you. But yeah, like, I get the sense that there's some things that you need to deal with emotionally in order to kind of like get a move on. And I kind of know that, like, I know you're probably exhausted because I can't tell you, like, I'm getting the energy that a lot of people probably already told you this in your life, and you're probably rolling your eyes right now going, what the fuck, mate? Like, I've heard this so many times. Are you kidding me? I'm hearing it from my streamer, and like, I get it. But this is really emphasized that there is something in your life that you kind of need to get a hold of before anything happens, because mate, let's be honest, okay? You are exhausted as fuck. If you did get the job right now, that would be a poor decision, because I don't think emotionally and mentally you would be able to handle that, if I'm being completely honest. But, you know, just to confirm, I'll consult again, right? So, is this accurate? Yes or no? Wow. Yeah, you are reserved. You are so reserved. It seems only time will tell at this point. Mate. I don't know, mate. Reversed again. Okay. Mate, say what you will about time can tell. I mean, well, yeah, you're right. Time will tell because energies do change. But if this keeps going at the current trajectory that it is in, like, you know, I don't foresee you having that job, mate. Seven of Swords in reverse. This talks about, like, things coming out to the open, getting really tired of hiding, and, like, other things too, like just revealing who backstabbed you in that sense. Just things coming out to the open. So there's gonna be a lot of things coming up to the open because, like, time will tell, right? Time will tell, but yeah, there is going to be a lot of things that you are going to need to actually open up to yourself about, to be fair. So, you know, say what you will, but that's what I'm getting. That is what I'm getting. So, what's your question, Kiwi? What questions do you want to ask me about? Oh my god, you guys. Oh my god, you guys. Will I be an alcoholic till the rest of my life? Jesus Christ. Okay, well, My personal judgment aside, let's see what Spirit has to say. Oh, jeez. You are not an organized person, are you? You look like you're trying to hold it in together, but oh. Well, thank you. It is my bedtime. Have a good stream. You have a good sleep, Johnny. You too. Just take care of yourself and, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, take what I say with a grain of salt. So, yeah. Good night. Good night, Johnny. But you're not going to be an alcoholic for the rest of your life. Well, I don't really care if I am or not. That is a problem. I think you should take that to your therapist, if I'm being honest. But, okay, so from what I'm getting from the card, you're not going to be an alcoholic, but there is going to be a need where, like, I'm getting the word, like, toxic patterns or toxic habits, toxic behavior, something to do with toxic. So I don't know if you actively, like, you know, again, could be wrong. I could be getting into personal shit. Let me know when to stop. But I'm just going to say it as it is. So, the thing about this is that you're going to need like a self-realization, that what's going on is sort of like, I guess it is a part of life in a way, but at the same time, this is not something that you ultimately, like, have to deal with, because, like, you know, I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and it talks about misfortune, right? It talks about being unlucky, and, oh, I know why I drink already. It's loneliness and boredom. Okay, so, mate, hold on, let me find a way to word this. Yeah, this is not something that you have to live with, mate. Like, whatever situation that is causing your loneliness and boredom, that is not something that, like, seems quote-unquote out of your control. Like, you do have a sense of control over it, but you need to come to the self-realization that what you're doing is unhealthy. And you also need to be willing to come to the conclusion that you want to stop. Otherwise, if you don't want to stop, it's gonna continue. But I mean, the fact that you're asking that question now, like, whether you realize it consciously or not, I do have a sense that, like, you do want to stop, but you're having trouble doing that, aren't you? Let me get some general advice for you for your cards. Oh, okay. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Okay. We'll go with that. Oh, okay. The Devil, King of Pentacles, the Moon. Jesus, I got the same cards. Trouble, of course. Any addiction is trouble to get rid of. I mean, yeah, it is, Nate. It really is. It never said it's going to be easy, but... yeah, so you do have the opportunity to get out of this, mate. You do. And I do see hope for you. Because I got the Moon, Two of Wands, the Devil, and King of Pentacles. So King of Pentacles energy tells me... But I learned that you are born, you die. You just live in the middle. I mean, yeah, like, you're not necessarily wrong, but, oh my god. Can we stop with the IV cams going to shit? Because that's quite rude. It is quite rude. I'm going to have to go to IV cam again. Okay, so come on, wait. Okay, so like honestly, I can say all the shit I want about this, but it is ultimately your decision to want to make life bearable. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry if this seems a little bit rude and like a bit quote unquote harsh, but that is the reality. Like, you either want to change your perception about this, you want to like make steps towards making it better, or you continue to wallow. And I'm not saying this to like invalidate your trauma or whatever brought you here, whatever brought you to that state, because honestly, like, you know, it's real, like, it's legit. Hell, like, I can't blame you for just feeling that way, but ultimately how you cope with it is what matters, right? And how you cope with it will determine what you want out of life, right? Because I do see hope for you here. There's King of Pentacles energy, which means that, like, this is a king of managing resources. This is a king of financial shit. This is a king who basically knows how to spend and how to save, how to give and how to reserve, right? But here's the thing about you, okay, is that with addiction, it gives you these feelings of, oh, I can't live without a certain substance, or like if I don't have it, I'm going to feel like really shitty the whole day, and it's going to make the rest of my life just fucking bleaker and grayer and emptier. And bro, like, I'll just say this, in order for things to get better, they have to get slightly worse. Like, how should I say this? Let me give you an example about my own life, okay? There was a time in my life where I did get into a toxic relationship, and in many ways, I was like an addict, right? In many ways, I didn't know how to love healthily. I didn't know how to love myself healthily. So when I went into that relationship, I talked to them like almost on a daily basis. And when I didn't, and they ignored me, I felt like shit, right? And in many ways, like, it was, a lot of it was addiction. And then I think it was through Spirit's grace that I managed to get out. Like, there was a situation where I went out of that relationship. It was very messy, and I felt like shit. I felt like genuine shit. I kind of wanted to die, if I'm being honest, which is really extreme. But there were other factors in my life that just weren't the best. Like, it's not just that relationship as well. Like, it was very, very bad. But, you know, when you get out of addiction, when you get out of whatever habit that you formed in your brain, you're going to feel like shit in the short term. But in the long term, though, like, if you think about it long term, think about it big picture, right? You think about it expanding. You know, like, what life expands, right? Just from seeing it from your point of view, you live in a very, you see things very short term, right? I mean, at least in that moment, but in the long term, it gets better. Like, you're going to get better, but you need to be willing to take steps towards it and ultimately just kind of surrender the feelings of being miserable and sort of like discipline yourself, if that makes sense. Because discipline is a form of self-love, whether you realize it or not. Like, of course, you're not going to be able to do it like all the way. Like, you're not going to go all the way, go cold turkey. No, you can't quite do that. But it's the little things, you know, it's taking tiny little steps, even if it's just a little bit, that really matters, you know, because if you're not going to show up for yourself, who will, right? I mean, Kiwi, if I'm being honest, like, if I had went on the way that I did in the past, you know, just not to make it about me or anything, but, you know, just to set an example, like, if I went on to doing the shit that I did, I would not stream in that sense. Like, I would not be here. So yeah, mate, like, I think this is a decision that you have to take, and like, just know that, like, you don't always have to cope with things alone, if that makes sense, right? Because the chains are looser than you think. You just gotta just show up for yourself, mate. Show up for yourself. And let yourself be loved. Because I know that's a lot harder than, you know, it's a lot harder to execute it than to actually just say it, you know? But, mate, like, the more that you try to keep yourself into this one box where you're trying to protect yourself and you're trying so hard to keep your shit together and you don't tell nobody, that's a form of self-sabotage, because nobody's gonna know what's wrong until you actively tell people, right? And bro, if you struggle, tell people that you struggle. Don't hesitate to find that support. Don't hesitate to want to receive that love, you know, because I think we all need it in the long run. So, you know, that's what I have. That's what I got. Sorry to get into that little tangent, but that's, yeah. That's kind of what I got. And I know that it is a little bit hard to hear, and it's pretty raw, but it had to be said. I mean, it's my truth, and you know, take it, you know, with a grain of salt, right? So yeah, that's basically what this is, right? I mean, to be fair, though, I guess in a way, right? I guess in a way, it's the internet is literally like, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, right? I mean, I can give you all the advice I want, and you could hear whatever you want to hear, right? But at the end of the day, I think it's ultimately up to us as individuals to, like, take what resonates and take what doesn't. And, you know, if you find value in it, good, great. If you don't, you know, you don't have to, like, ultimately do too much about it, if that makes sense. Like, you don't have to, like, I guess, hate on it, if that's the word. I I mean, you can vocalize your dislike, you can vocalize your disagreement, but truly though, like, I think in the long term, like, it's valuable to hear opinions that may differ from you and to take what's, you know, valuable, I think, you know, from a different perspective, because it does help in the long run. So that's what I got for y'all. That is what I got. Okay, so ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Should I tell you guys a little bit about let me think about this a little bit more. I could tell you guys about I guess how I came to get my tarot cards, which is a pretty normal story overall. Sorry, I thought I heard something. But generally though, yeah, so have I told this story before? I don't think I have as much as I did. So, oh god, it's hot. It's getting really hot. So yeah, so how I came to get my tarot cards is basically like, I basically got it from Amazon, right? And I don't think it was, I never really told anybody about where I would get it. I didn't tell anybody like this is what I wanted. I just sort of bought it with my allowances at the time, so it was a pretty weird ordeal, I guess, when I did get them, because, you know, I thought they were cool. I thought, you know, the illustrations were amazing when I saw it on Amazon, so I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty interesting. Clicked it, bought it, it showed up quicker than I expected it to be, honestly. I think it arrived in like 3 days, right? And when I shuffled them, it took me a while to get used to it. It also took me a while to sort of like it took me a while to sort of like get acquainted to the cards and know how they behave, you know what I mean? So when I shuffled them like this, I wasn't remotely as decent with shuffling as I am now. And yeah, like it took me a while to find this sort of way to shuffle too, because like I think it took me a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, because I often like I strained my hand, right? I strained my hand and I would go, or at least attempt to sort of like shuffle like this, right? Which was, all things considered, not very great, because like this would stretch my hands a lot, and I was very tempted to bend my cards because my hands did not have the dexterity as they did now. Like my hands were really fucking small, so trying to shuffle them was like trying to shuffle what, like I was trying to shuffle feet, you know? Think of it as like very large feet, and you have to hold it with, I know it's a weird metaphor, right? But you have to hold it like with a very, very small hand. Like that was how it was for me, and it was It was quite weird. It was quite weird. I'm not doing that. It bends my cards too, and it shortens the lifespan of it. So, right. Oh. Okay, these cards fell out. So does anybody else have a question, or are we just gonna lurk for now? Are we just gonna like hang? Because if there's no questions, then you know, this might be a very short stream if I'm being honest. You know, maybe for a couple of hours. I'll stay for like maybe 30 more minutes. 30, 40, 45 more minutes. So, you know, just let me know. Just let me know. Interesting. Okay. Swords, Tower, 10 of Wands. Righty, righty, righty. Okay. I guess we're just lurking then. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, mate. I mean... Huh. Don't know what else I should... Oh. Okay, without further ado, I guess I'll just kind of talk about shit for a little bit, because I don't really have the motivation to finish my art right now, at least. Oh, hey Jay, welcome into the stream. I hope you're doing great. Mate, were you lurking? But anyways, hey, how have you been doing? Have you been hydrating? Have you been eating well so far? But yeah, I think I have points that I wanted to talk about, right? Having a chill night. Also just got here. Oh, okay. Okay. That's good. I'm glad that you're relaxing. Have you been like... From like what I've seen before, like you've had this job interview offer. How did that go? Yeah, eating and drinking plenty. Also making plans for 4th of July. Ooh, sounds fun, mate. What kind of plans do you got going on for you? Sadly, the job interview didn't work out. Oh, mate. I'm sorry to hear about that. That's rough. But hey, at least you're having a chill night, right? At least you've got plans for the 4th of July, so hopefully that works out for you. Also, for 4th of July plans, grilling burgers and ribs. Ooh, sounds really good, actually. Like, grill-made burgers are, like, top tier. And so are ribs, too. It's been quite a while since I've had those. Sorry, give me a second. Barbecue sauce. Any particular brand of barbecue sauce you're thinking of getting, or just generic? Oh, okay. Jack Daniel's rib glaze. Oh, Jack Daniel. Okay, that brand, huh? I don't think I've ever had that sauce. Did have one of their drinks though. But yeah, mate. It sounds really good. It sounds extremely good. I'm kind of getting hungry, but man. Let me see. It's barbecue glaze. It's barbecue glaze. Ooh, oh, that looks good. That looks really good. Any plans for 4th of July? Not really, to be honest. It's just the same old for me, mate. No plans with family, no plans with friends. I'm just kind of here. I might, what day is 4th of July? Sorry, give me a second. Yeah, I think I'll just rest for the 4th of July, to be honest. But who knows? Maybe I might do something spontaneous, right? Like, I don't know, go to my local mall, and just kind of it's an outdoor strip mall, I guess, and I can walk around and just admire the view, because I really like it in the nighttime of that place. So all the lights are kind of out, and there are fairy lights right above us that kind of string along into the sky, and it's really pretty. It is very, very pretty. So I might go there. Nice, thank you. But yeah, Jay, do you want a reading, mate? You want a tarot reading? Cause I got the sense from what I said last time was maybe a little bit harsh. I'm not too sure. I'm not the person receiving the reading, but I do have my tarot cards with me, so be right back. Oh, okay, not a problem. But yeah, so I do have tarot cards. Just let me know what you want. So yeah, let me talk about what I got from this week, because I do got points that I have in my little journal, right? So yeah, I learned something very interesting about trust. When it comes to trusting others, I think. So, alright, little context, right? I was watching this video about why trust is so hard to gain, and why why trust isn't necessarily something that you can do. Like, it sounds weird, but let me like explain it a little bit more. So trust isn't really an action, from what I've noticed. Like, you can tell someone that, hey, I'm going to trust you, but like you can't really you don't really trust them, because trust isn't an action. Like, there's a reason why. There's a reason why you can't really trust people like you'd say hello to. It's a state of confidence and vulnerability in another person, which takes up a lot of time building. So, interesting fact for everybody. Hey, I'm back. Also, while I am interested in a reading, I did want to ask, what got you into tarot cards? Also, is it something recent? Actually, it is not recent at all. I've always had a love of it, dating back to 2017, 2018. So, yeah, tarot readings and I, we go way back, but it's never really until, I never applied it into real life. Like, I never bought cards until, I'd say, very recently, right? But, what got you into tarot cards? Okay, I'll head into that in a minute. Correction, I am not interested in reading. Okay, cool. However, I would like to know how you got into them. Okay, so how I got into tarot cards was honestly like, it was curiosity at first. It was like morbid sort of curiosity, and way back then, I did not have the stance that I did with tarot cards, as I do with tarot cards now. But, yeah, back then, again, conservative Christian beliefs led me to believe that tarot was evil, right? But I was curious, so I looked into tarot, and I see it for myself, right? At first, I thought it was absolutely fucking stupid. Like, I thought, okay, this has to be by chance, right? Like, this is just shit. Like, all sorts of, like, I would say sort of like indoctrination thinking that got me, like, repelled from it. I thought it wasn't real. I thought, hey, this is just kind of whack. But then I continued into tarot. I delved in a little bit more, and I started having like personal experiences with it, where like, like the reader of the card told me something very accurate that aligned with my life, and I was like, wait a minute. And my Christian beliefs are why I'm not interested in tarot cards. Okay, that's fine. No knock against you, just sharing my reason for not being interested. Okay, not a problem. But yeah, here's the thing about tarot is that, like, I thought, okay, it's like quote unquote another form of divination, until I realized that spiritual beliefs and spirituality in of itself and the other world, it's actually a lot more nuanced about it. Like, my personal experiences, and from what I've gathered, personal opinion is that no, there's a lot more nuance to it. Like, tarot cards aren't necessarily like evil in that sense. Like, while it did tell me like very personal things about my life, it never strayed me into that sense of like, you should do this, because we want you to. Sorry, no, let me be a little bit more specific than that. It never led me into that path of making a decision that I regretted, if that makes sense. It didn't lead me into a decision that I just... Sorry, give me a second. that I felt quote unquote deceived over it, if that makes sense. Like, I didn't personally get a bad vibe from it. And my gut instinct is almost always correct. And you know, like, if I got, like, of course there was still that part in me where I was like, oh my god, like, Tarot, oh my god, bad. But to be fair, again, I think a lot of it was just like, I wasn't thinking for myself at that point in time. Like, I was very I was indoctrinated in that sense. And yeah, like, I didn't get to have that experience until now. So, and I'm glad that I went the path that I did. I don't regret it, to be honest. So that's kind of what I got. But hey, mate, Jay, like, respects to you if you don't do this shit, and for staying true to your beliefs, because, you know, I mean, if you think it's wrong and you want to stay strong with that, then yeah, like, go ahead. Did you mean you were indoctrinated by religion? Yes. I was. It started since very little. Like, I thought that I didn't really have that choice to believe in what I wanted at that time. And the reasons why are very personal. I don't want to share them all too much. But, yeah, there were some things in there that, listen, again, I will say this again, and I will say this, you know, repeatedly, that I think Christianity has a beautiful set of values. However, it does not mean that I agree with all of it. At least all of what the preacher was preaching. And yes, while I did read the word, I was a very avid reader of the word. There were things that I just, you know, it didn't seem right at the time. Like, I don't know how else I can explain it. And I know, like, people are gonna say, oh, like, the word is right, the word is always right, the word is correct. I can't say that anymore. Not when it did enable, like, a lot of my self-harming tendencies, and a lot of somewhat, like, self-hatred. Like, I would kind of put myself before others to the point where it was very, very bad for me. Like, it screwed up my sense of self-esteem. And, mate, like, it was not good for me. And I know, like, back then I kind of refused to acknowledge it because I don't know, mate. I refused to acknowledge it at the time because spirituality was very, very important to me. Like, religion, Christianity was extremely important to me at the time. But, yeah, that was how it was. I felt like I had no free will. So, wow, that breaks my heart. Sometimes people have bad experiences with Christianity. Was it people that acted like a cult? Honestly, a little bit. It was a little bit of that and a lot of teaching from my dad. And I think it was, a lot of it is like family trauma, right? A lot of it is family based. Like, he was born from a preacher. He's a preacher's son, so I get it. But there was a lot of shit that went down between me and my dad, and like the whole belief system in general, and how it kind of fueled into my toxic relationship with my dad at that point. But and I don't think Christianity actually helped with that. You know, I think it just shoved it under the rug, and we didn't really like address much of it until like I was just done. You know, and I get it, like God, you know, the Christian God, Jesus, I still admire that. I still believe that there's a God. I still believe that Jesus existed. I still believe that he died for our sins. You know, I still believe in that. But at the same time, I believe that, you know, truths can coexist. Like, just because that exists doesn't mean, like, another thing also exists, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, this is all very personally experience-based. And I know, like, doctrine exists, but I refuse to let that believe... I refuse to let that dictate about my personal experiences, because I'm done. I'm done with that controlling my personal beliefs and how I act. When it comes to Christianity, I feel like the problem is less about the religion and more about the people who misuse it to harm others. I have had experiences that would have turned some people away. Yeah, I think you and I both. I believe in that too. Like, I think the problem with Christianity and religion is that it's used very commonly to establish a power dynamic, and it's so easy to do that because you would not believe the amount of people, like the amount of Christians that I have faced that faced a very, very low self-esteem and believe that, like, they literally believe that their lives are not theirs. And in a sense, like, I get it. But you can only go so far with it. Like, if you're going to go along with it and enable, like, self-hatred, that is not good. That's bad. Example, used to go to a Christian small group. The leader was very aggressive, and one day he got me alone and was very aggressive and confrontational with me and tried to convince me that people are destined to go to hell. Oh my god, bro. That's not even like the surface of that. Then I later learned that the guy did the same thing with others in the past, which caused them to turn away from him. Jesus, bro, what the fuck? That's so fucked up, bro. I mean, this reminds me of that one youth preacher that, like, told me off. I don't know. I think I purposefully, like, blocked that memory. Like, but this youth pastor was kind of weird in a sense that he sort of controlled my decisions too. I don't know. There was like this weird sense of control. Like, he would force me to kind of like, when I was wearing skirts and I was like sitting like this, right? I was sitting like this with a skirt, and he would tell me, oh, okay, cross your legs, and I had to do this, and it was so, I don't know, something about that was so weird to me. Like, bro, are you purposefully looking at my legs or some shit or what? But then I kind of, you know, again, dismissed it with like scripture by saying, oh, maybe it's because, like, you know, I don't want to cause people to be like a temptation and, you know, tempted to me and shit. And it was, I don't know, it was weird. It was fucking weird. But yeah, I get that though. Like, there is something obviously wrong about the fact that people have to use religion to force guilty conscience on people and to establish that sense of control to, you know, like, do weird shit, to be honest. That sounds kind of sus. Sounds like he was trying to check you out. Jesus Christ, man had a wife. That's the weirder thing about that, bro. Like, it's so fucking weird, because, like, I don't know. I was wearing a jean skirt at the time, but I'm done with people just trying to control my every move, mate. Like, I'm just man, like I can live in other people's truths all I want. I can live in, you know, doctrine, but Jesus, man. I can't do that anymore. That's even more messed up. Wonder what his wife would have said. I unironically think his wife would have agreed, because a lot of what they are taught in that church was like manners, right? And they were very, very conservative and traditional. So every time, like, it's not like they're against skirts, but it was kind of weird in the sense that they would try to control what other people are doing in that sense. And if they don't, like, if they go against the norm, like, I would often hear staff meetings about it and how, like, oh, this is frustrating, but don't worry, we will pray over this and hopefully it's gonna be solved and yada yada yada. And it's like if I think about it objectively from now, it's kind of like fucked up. Like, you would do that over what people personally choose, you know, like, instead of like respecting it. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but you know, part that was partly why my self-esteem was so fucked back then. I don't think it helped with like my dad and the situation back then, but like, yeah, it was very weird to experience for sure. And but I think in a way, Jay, like, the ironic thing in a way is that, like, I get it. Was it because of people telling you what to do? Yes. I was put into very, very uncomfortable servant roles. And here's the thing, Jay, is that I am naturally, like, the low self-esteem part I meant. Yes, it was because of that. And a lot more other factors too, but that's mostly it. And the thing about that, Jay, is that naturally, like, I do put people before myself. I am, like, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I am I can be so, I think my friends have also pointed out this problem, is that I can be so selfless to the point where I make other people's problems my own. And I also, like, it can come to my own detriment, which is legitimately how it got me into very bad situations at the time. And again, there was constant teachings about, like, oh, you have to put people before yourself. And Jay, like, let me tell you, it took me a very, very long time to get to this point where I am now, where I just speak out, you know, what I truly think, and not because of what other people have to say to me. Not because people, you know, want to control every word I say, right? I used to struggle with that too. Yeah, like, it's a very hard struggle, because, like, you have to put it into context with the word. Like, when the word says to put people before yourself, I don't think it means to, like, the self-detriment of yourself. Like, yeah, it talks about dying to yourself, but it's very, very contextual. And when it's put apart like that, it brings a lot of fucking damage. Because I think dying to yourself ultimately refers to discipline, right? It refers to like not wanting the ultimate self-gratification. And it, again, it has to be put into context, otherwise it's really bad. Seeing people go through stuff would be like a weight on my shoulders. That was so harmful. Yeah, it is very harmful. And ultimately the question came for me where I had to go through this point where it's either saving, not even saving, but it's either kind of like choosing them or choosing myself, with the addition of losing myself, and there were a lot of times where I lost myself along the way, and I went through very immense pain, just trying to quote unquote save people from going through stuff, which is, I mean, I was already a mess at that time, so like, it wasn't good for anybody. It wasn't good for me, it wasn't good for them. So I had to learn the hard way that like ultimately prioritizing yourself is the best way to go about it. But I mean, it doesn't mean that you ignore people's problems, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that you can quote unquote save them, because you can't really save them. Like if they want to be saved, they have to do it themselves. Like it's not a matter of whether you can save that person from their poor decisions or not. If they're settled on making that poor decision, you have to let them do that. You have to let them make that mistake. And again, I still have, truthfully, Jay, like I still have mixed feelings about that, because I'm naturally very protective over the people close to me. But like, dude, the moment that you run yourself dry for another person, you lose. You're automatically gone. You're screwed. Because we are not necessarily built to be a restraining order on this person's bad decisions. So I guess ultimately there has to be a balance. Like if you have enough to fill into your cup, like if you fill into yourself first and you have enough in your cup to help others, by all means you can do that, right? But if you don't have shit in your cup and you're giving from an empty cup, that is not good. You are going to breed resentment in the long term, and it ultimately causes a lot more destruction. So, and what I mean by destruction, I mean self-destruction on you and others as well. Because that resentment, bro, that it's no joke. Do you still struggle with carrying burdens? Yes, I do. But I don't think it's from my friends. I think a lot of it is from like family and family expectations, because I do have an interesting family dynamic. I think a lot of the time I had to be a supporting system. Like way back in the past when I was living with my father, like I was the child that had to carry the burden. I couldn't, like at least emotionally too. Like I had to emotionally grow up. I didn't have the chance to, as they say, be a kid, right? I didn't have that choice. And if I did act out, which I often did multiple times because of that resentment, it just grew toxic. It just grew more toxic and toxic over the day. And I mean, it's not as bad as before, thankfully, but I see where it rooted from. Wow, I can see where your burden issues came from. Yeah. I am also, like, not to mention, I am also an empath, which means I do experience other people's emotions, and it's very subtle too. So unconsciously, I might do that if I'm not careful. So, yeah, like, naturally, I already have that. Naturally, I already have, like, a very, caring streak, I guess. But I still need to learn how to self-prioritize a lot more, because if I'm not careful, I can easily lose myself in others, you know, and that shit's very difficult to navigate. Yeah, mate. I think that's why it stings so much whenever I'm being told that this might get a little bit personal, okay? So you can opt out if you want, but I think it stings a lot whenever I get called out for being quote unquote too sensitive, because like, it's not easy, man. Like, bro, I mean, I have to live with that, and I have to, I don't know, it's hard to put this into words, but it takes a lot to endure as I did, and I can admit that. So, especially, like, being an empath and everything, like, a lot of that sensitivity gives me a lot of strength in order to navigate, but at the same time, like, I had to use that to kind of survive as I did. So, when you said you had to carry the burden at a younger age, were you responsible for a lot of taking care of the house? I wouldn't say I was responsible a lot, but I guess, maybe a little bit. I guess it's just like the typical Asian struggle where yeah, I mean, I had my responsibilities taking care of, like, the small apartment as we did. You know, we weren't very well off at the time. Like, there were termites at our roof, so we did what we could with, like, brushing off the wooden shavings on our bed and, like, trying to move shit around, and it was messy. It was, you know, but I think it wasn't as much as I was responsible for it. Like, I was more responsible for, like, the emotional kind of like stability of the house, because it wasn't emotionally, it wasn't necessarily good. And I also had to be very careful about making mistakes, because one wrong mistake would get a good yelling. Very good yelling. And if it was bad, like, if it was really, really bad, it'd get physical. So, yeah. Wow, that's a lot for a young person to endure. I mean, yeah, it was, which is why, like, I know I'm undeniably strong for having the shit that I did. And I know that for a fact that it was bad. Hi, what are we talking about? Oh, hi, Nikki. Welcome to the stream. We're talking about trauma. My personal trauma and how I came to believe what I believe. It's a very deep conversation, so you're more than free to join in if you want. Thank you for sharing. You're incredibly strong for opening up about this. Thanks, man. Yeah, it was a lot. Oh, fun, LMAO. But yes, thanks for sharing. Yeah, I guess you just joined in the stream, I think. So, but yeah, just to recap to you about what happened. Apparently, I now just realized that I was sort of like the emotional parent in my childhood, which was always fun because I dealt with, single father and not necessarily good. It's emotionally very unstable. So, that was that. I think, out of all the things that I encountered, I think paperwork was the worst thing that I've had to encounter. Like, dude, doing paperwork for my schoolwork and my dad literally giving it to me and telling me, hey, do this without giving me any prior instructions beforehand was fucked. Like, I knew my lines, but like that point at that time, that drew the line. I was like, fuck no, man. Like, I don't know how to do this shit. You need to give me instructions. And he was like, no, just fill this out. Just fill this out. And I was like, what the fuck, mate? What the fuck? You can't just tell me about that and just like expect me to automatically know. You can't just do. Yeah. Anyway, I hated school paperwork back then. Like the shit that teachers would have to fill for their students. I had to do that. What the fuck, man? But whatever. How old were you at the time doing paperwork? That's what messed up. I was kind of like 13, 14 when I started out. Like high school years, I think. I mean, he filled out parts of it, but I had to fill out like the grading systems and everything, and that's I mean, bro, to top it off, I was homeschooled. So I mean, there are like I'm taking my hands off of this, like homeschooling. It's good. It's great. Okay? It's great. It's a great alternative from, public schooling, but Jesus Christ, mate, like are you fucking kidding me, man? Like you're just being hands off about that. I think he knew as much as I did about American paperwork because he came from another country and he doesn't necessarily know how that shit works. But bro, like, let me tell you, I did not feel supported at that at all. Like, I felt like I was just stranded out on my own, just doing the fucking paperwork and going, yeah, that's totally what my grades are. Like, I mean, sure, I only had to like fill out my grades and like my name and year and what I had to do and the sum of what I had to do and the points, but like, fuck me, mate, I didn't know anything. I don't get why a student would have to do that. Honestly, to be honest, I don't know either. I still don't know to this day, but like apparently, according to my parents, he said to me that a lot of other homeschoolers do it, which was not a good enough reason, to be honest. So, whatever, fuck me, I guess. Oh my goodness, no kid should go through that. 13? That's a no. Yeah, just wait until you hear about the other shit that I had to endure. Yeah, not an excuse. I don't know, man. Quick question, which part of Asia are you from? Okay, here's the thing. I was born here, but my parents immigrated from Indonesia. So, like, Southeast Asia. Third world country and shit. Because you look into Indonesia's economy and you look into their culture. I mean, like, okay, their culture is beautiful. Like, Javanese culture, absolutely stunning. But there are also flaws in the culture. And it was colonized by the Dutch too. So a lot of the Dutch disciplinary thinking and the teaching kind of got passed through generations through like my parents' family. So, not to mention there are a lot of other shit too. Like, I think Indonesia was scarred from World War II. So like, yeah. I see. I can relate so much. From the Philippines, now living in a North American country. LOL. Hey! Nice! We're neighbors. We live very close to each other. That's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, mate. Southeast Asian. Fellow Southeast Asian, I see you. But, you know, the bright side is that, you know, the food there is great. I love the food there. And because, you know, just typical Asian things is that your parent very rarely says sorry. Like my dad, there were a few times he said sorry, but often like he would display his remorse through food, and yeah, I mean, that's the bright side. Like I like food. I still like it, and at least I have a variety of tastes. So, yeah, nice. As for me, currently living near Chicago, Illinois. Illinois, right? Did I get that right? Illinois? Asian parents, man, never know what to expect. Oh, bro. I mean, not to stereotype or anything, but typical Asian parents goes further to stereotype, but you know, whatever. Asian parents, they suck at saying sorry, and they have this habit of emotionally neglecting their kids to the point. Well, either it's the minimum is like emotional neglection to emotional abuse. At least the typical, right? Like, because of like the very high standards, but no communication, absolutely no communication. Yes, exactly. And even if they do try to communicate, they don't understand. Like, they can't really understand how to communicate. Because their mind is like in another world compared to us people, right? I hear that Asian parents are strict. Would you agree? Not Asian, which is why I'm asking. Okay, I think this is a very individualistic thing. Because the stereotype is that Asian parents are strict, but you gotta understand not all Asian parents are like that. Like, it depends on... like, just like people, you know, it just depends on their upbringing. It just so happened that my parents' upbringing, or rather my dad's upbringing, was very much Indonesian Dutch culture with a mix of Catholic and Christian, and that's fun. That is very fun. Because with the Dutch, like, they're not kidding about like discipline, man. Again, just depends on their upbringing, but generally, as a rule, like, you know, older generations, yeah, probably, but in the newer generations, I don't necessarily think so. Again, it's just, there's a lot of factors to consider, right? You know what, Nikki? I think it's not just no communication, like, there is a lot of like instability and a lot of face saving. You know what I mean? You know how like parents can be when they're trying to face save? Like, they may tell like a slightly twisted fact that might seem true but it isn't actually true about their treatments from like their kids, like the face saving. Yeah, that's how you got the Asian parent, or at least a little bit of that. Speaking from experience, my parents have very high expectations. Since Spanish colonization, they brought Christianity to the point the country is Christian Catholic. So, yeah, I get you. I can't even come out because of it. I'm unlabeled right now. Oh shit, bro. I'm so sorry to hear about that. I have a friend who deals with a similar situation, and I used to deal with a similar situation myself, so I completely understand how you feel. Because it's just, a lot of it is just fucked. Like, it's very, very unpleasant to deal with, for sure. Ouch. Definite ouch. Again, man, this is just the typical thing where people have control issues, they turn to religion, they use religion for said control issues, but in the bad way. So, honestly, it's like, bro, let me tell you, it's like we can't win. Which, it fucking sucks, mate, because I respect religion, I just can't deal with the power control, and just, I don't know, just a lot of unneeded shit to deal with, too. It was so painful. My mom had to sit down with me about how being gay is a sin and how I shouldn't be. Oh my god. Dude, I relate. Not necessarily like my parents, but it was a pastor. Fun times. Yeah, mate, I'm so sorry to hear about that. That's not good. That's not good. I'm very sorry to hear about that. That's true. Power control is like a cycle. Yeah, it very much is. Oh god, not a pastor. No. No, not. You know what? This was a pastor's wife pastor. You know what I mean? Like that it was one of those pastor's wives. I mean, all respect to her, I guess, for like trying to do what she believes, but like fun times, fun times, cause I mean the power control, mate, that's what we called Marites, gossip woman. Yeah, sort of like that. Oh, yeah. That is definitely what you call a Marite. Maritis. Oh, wait, I'm so sorry. I pronounced it the wrong way. Maritas. Okay, Maritas. Okay, I got that. Yeah, I would say she's a lot less of a gossip woman and more of a business woman. Like, she knows how to get business shit done, which made it a little bit more scarier, because, yeah, that was not the greatest. I hate gossip. It's just slander to make people look bad. Yeah, gossip is... Here's the thing with gossip that I've noticed is that it's very contextual. I don't think people even realize that it's slander to make people look bad. I think a lot of it boils down to whether people realize it or not. Because it's a very, like, I know this is like, it's so tricky because it's like a blurred sort of line, at least for me, right? Because there's a difference between calling out people, rightfully so, and letting their flaws actually be known to the public, and actually doing it just because you want to shit on them. You know what I mean? And I don't know, mate. Like, I think gossip in a way where you don't really have permission, but you don't really have a right to know about their life is like I understand that, you know, I understand that it's not good, you know, with gossip, but on the other hand, like, you also have it being used to make people's flaws known and to also kind of like shed light on the situation, and also to be, I guess, to communicate. You know, I've already said that before, right? But just to communicate. And I think the tricky line between gossip and actually telling shit out is, it can be a very thin line. And it can even be mixed up. So that, again, I have to say that there's nuance to that. Not simply just that black and white. I would say there's good gossip and bad ones. I mean, yeah, kind of, right? I guess there's a difference between being informed about the situation and talking shit on people. But I guess, like, again, here's the tricky thing about gossip too, is that, like, people vent for a reason, right? And sometimes that vent can be classified as gossip too. Like, you can't make your way around it, mate. It's like, it's so, you have to navigate around it. You have to navigate throughout the nuance. I got saved from sexual assaulter because of it. Yeah, see that there's a reason why there's a lot of nuance to it. Like, I think media gossip, right? Like, that's the most blatant gossip. Like, you know, the Amber Heard situation with Johnny Depp, which, you know, again, it runs a very thin line, but there's still gossip, nevertheless, right? And I think that's like one of the most blatant gossips around at all time. And there's also one-on-one gossip, right? When I said gossip, I was referring specifically to the people that talk crap and make rumors about people to make them look bad. Oh, okay. So basically slander. Because I get that then. I get slander. Like, that's drawing the line there. We draw the line at slander. Yeah. Then that's, yeah, just slander. It's fucked. I think Twitter is the most, like, sorry Twitter users. Like, I'm a Twitter user, but I don't really use it as much. At least I'm not an avid Twitter user, I don't think. But, like, Twitter is a very classic example of spreading rumors, and now I think Tumblr is starting to get like that too, but who knows. I mean, it's still kind of like a niche, well, quote unquote niche site, but like it's getting there, because oh god, people are migrating there, and it's, I don't know how I feel about that, but I don't even have Twitter because of the toxic community. Yeah, I think the toxic community is kind of moving to Tumblr now, sort of, kind of. I can't really say that for a fact, just take that with a grain of salt, but yeah, Twitter is just one of those things where it gets bad very, very quickly. Twitter is depressing. Twitter is very depressing. I don't know about this, mate. I don't know. Twitter is becoming a platform for politicians now. Oh God, is that fun? That's really fucking great. We love that for us. Jesus Christ. I mean, Twitter is literally like, it's full of people that your life has to be miserable in order to tweet on Twitter on a constant basis and to engage on discourse in it, right? Like it's not. I'm so glad I'm not in America right now. Bro, okay, here's the thing. Here's the ironic thing about being in America, at least in my experience, is that like social media is a burning hellscape, but real life often falls short of what media has told you guys about America, because the media they love to report on the bad shit that happens to America, but like in real life it doesn't often burn down as you think it does. It's just like, again, a lot of news outlets are very tricky and you can't really like, bro, like they're just, a lot of them are biased, and the negative spreads a lot more quickly than the positive, and also gains a lot more traction too, and it becomes like chain mail, I guess. But like if you actually go outside in America, I don't necessarily think it's all that bad as long as you know how to manage disagreements, you know what I mean? And I think most people in real life, they okay, if we're seeing like the mature side of people, right? They know how if they know how to like manage disagreements, which most people do, and how to respect people's decisions, then like you're fine, mate. Like it's not that big of a deal. But that's just my 2 cents on it, to be honest. Cause like I get it. Like there's a lot of bad shit that happens here, but I think the good often gets overlooked as well. And I gotta sign off, but yeah, that totally makes sense. If you gotta sign off, take care, Nikki. Take care of yourself, mate. Make sure to hydrate and drink a lot of water. So, yeah. America does have its issues. That's an understatement. But social media seems to have a mentality that America is the worst hellscape on earth. Yeah, basically. Because like it's possible, like I'm gonna say this again, like it's possible to like take care, see you in the next stream, hopefully. Yeah, take care of yourself too, Nikki. We appreciate you for being here. Thank you for being here. But yeah, I guess the thing about America is that it's possible to be patriotic about it, but it's also possible to understand that it has its flaws too. Because America is not perfect. As with any country, no country is perfect. America is not perfect. In fact, it has its downhill moments, and I think one of the downhill moments is where, the age where we're living in, unfortunately. But it's not necessarily like the worst hellscape on Earth. It's horrible that we have these problems. Yes, it's horrible that, for an example, we have school shootings. Like that's a major issue. I believe that there should be gun control, like I believe that there should be a lot more restrictions on like at least getting a gun, right? Which is really ironic coming from me, because I just it's sorry, I'm just trying to think for a minute just to find out how to word this again, because I keep repeating the same things over and over and over again. But when I say it's ironic coming from me, I mean that, like, when I was younger, I used to handle them. So, but it doesn't mean that I advocate for not getting them restrictions, you know? Like, it's not good. School shooting, continued racism, Roe versus Wade, etc. So much. Oh yeah, definitely. There's so much that we just... It's bad. It is very, very bad. But the thing about America is that it loves to be the center of attention with anything in the media because it is the main media outlet. Like, you want to know which country owns YouTube? It's like America. You want to know which state owns Twitter? It's America. You want to know which state owns Facebook? It's fucking America, dude. Like, you can't really escape from that because they're always gonna make a lot of shit about it. Like, at least a lot of major media outsources, but that's because it's like very America owned. Like, from what I know, that there are other websites and social medias that are owned by other countries, but I would say, like, this is like, you know, the Western media is a huge deal. Like, it's the most out there, you know, hub, I guess, is what I would say. Right? So, like, you know, it's just... I would say, like, if you went to another site, social media, owned by another country, I think you would see very similar things related to politics. Because politics, it's no wonder that politics is like a very controversial thing in like all countries, right? But still, like, bro, like, we rarely hear shit about other states, or at least not as frequent as America is. Like, it's very America-centric. That's true. Example, literally every time I open up Twitter, the first tweet that pops up is a major political tweet about how crap America is. Yeah, like, okay, unpopular opinion, but, like, I think it goes for a lot of other native people that lives in their country that only sees the flaws in them too. Like, say, Indonesia. I'm gonna bring up my ethnicity, right? Indonesia. Like, there's a lot of comments about how crap Indonesia is. And if you go to, like, Twitter on America, like, the same thing happens there. You try to go to, like, I don't know what major, you know, media sources that, like, East Asians use. You know, like, for example, maybe, like, China as well. Like, I know that, like, a lot of their media is, like, very censored. But it's not uncommon to hear about, like, how people think that their politics are shit, too. And, Korea, maybe, as well. Japan, I'm not, like, as informed about it. But I'm pretty sure you'll find a handful of them, too. Because it's not uncommon, man. It really isn't. Like, I think it's a very universal thing. It's just that there's a lot more attention shifted to America because a lot of it is fucking American based. Like, I'm saying it at the bat, man. True. Yeah, I just, I don't know. Like, the sooner... Okay, you know what? Another unpopular opinion. I think this has been a problem since, like, the very beginning of America, to be honest. I don't think it's as widely known back then to, like, shit on... Actually, no, it was. It was very normal to shit on politics. Like, America was like this basically way back since England. And it was on like taxes too, right? So like this isn't uncommon, and I don't like the fact that we're pretending that this is uncommon, right? Because it's not uncommon. Like this has been this way for a good majority of life. Like since civilization existed, I bet. And like my point with this is that the sooner we know how to manage disagreements and how to at least come to a peaceful resolution while still accepting your beliefs, that is how we will find change, at least, right? That's how we will find change in media, that like not everything's like burning down to the ground, you know? Because guess what? Not everything's burning down to the ground, although it's like it's fucking horrible that we have these problems. It's not good at all, but like, bro, the fact of the matter is that America is not necessarily a third world country. It's still like a major power. Like, we still have a lot of shit that we're privileged in even having, you know? Like, with the bad comes with the good, and with the good comes with the bad. It's like, I mean, we still have a lot of food. Like, we're not necessarily starving, and we do have houses. We do have like tuition. At least for those of us fortunate enough to have a house over our heads, right? We still have like very useful programs to help us financially too. We have community college as well. Like, we have a lot of things that not everybody has the privilege of having. And yeah, like, I think there needs to be a little bit of a shift in perspectives. That's good. Yeah, it is. It's good. Like, like, there's a lot of shit that we have here that, I mean, cars, for an example, too. Although it's horrible for the environment, but, like, cars are very common here in America. Unlike other countries, I think. So, you know, it's gonna be said, like, you know, a lot of it is like my personal opinion. After all, I'm aware that there are other factors that I might not have considered, and other factors that, you know, I might be wrong about, and I'm open to learning a little bit, you know, a lot more from it and to be informed about it. But this is my truth, and I want to share it to the open. So yeah, mate. But yeah, back to religion though. I think, yeah, like, Christianity it's a very common religion for Americans, and it's just, it's interesting to see how people continue to treat it, you know. Then there are other countries that have polluted air so thick that you can barely breathe. Oh my god, I'm looking at you, Indonesia. Yet you only hear about America's issues. Basically, right? Like, it's kind of weird, isn't it? It is pretty weird, because you don't see much of this shit that we do from like other countries, like, you know, other countries' presidents and their political issues as well. Like, we don't hear about that. It's just America. Just America. Quite frankly, it's kind of eye-rolling worthy, but sorry, I threw you off. No, don't worry about it. I mean, you're the viewer, you're the chatter, so like, it's fine, mate. What did you say about going back to religion? Yeah, so going back to religion though, you know, I had this talk with a person, with my neighbor the other day about religion and how she's a mother, so she sends her kid to like daycare and they teach her about God and shit. But when I saw them, they don't actually do it because they're interested in the religion. They do it because it's normal. And I found that so interesting that people would like do it because it's just simply normal. And not because, again, it just enforces the fact that it's such like a power-centered thing, I guess, if that makes sense. And it's so weird to see, you know. It's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, quite frankly, it gets tiring, right? So, yeah, that's what I got to say. I think it's more about how some people see Christianity as a way of life. Nothing wrong with seeing Christianity as normal, it's just how you use it. Okay, I understand that. I understand, like, as a way of life, but if there's... The thing is that, there has to be a substance to why you believe a certain thing. Because if you're just following Christianity for the sake of following Christianity, and there's no substance or basis there, then what's the point? Like, I personally do not see the point in that. Simply because it's just a way of life. I mean, I understand that, but I don't understand if there is no substance or basis to why you believe the shit you want to believe. You know? Because, like, why not choose another religion if that's the case? Like Taoism or Buddhism or whatever, you know, religion that there is, right? Like, I don't know. When it comes to religion, I believe that there should be a substance to why you believe the shit you want to believe, I guess. What I mean is that, quote unquote, a way of life should be founded on the Christian beliefs that one stand by. Oh, kind of like Christian values, I guess? Christian... You need to be a little bit more specific than that, bro. Because when let me define like normality to you, I would say like the general consensus of what people follow, right? Not because you necessarily believe it in yourself, but just because it's like the general thing that people should do and other things like that, right? So, okay, I don't mind if they are teaching Christian values. I think there should, that's a benefit there, right? But, like, if you're just gonna identify as a Christian just because you believe in Christian values and there is nothing really, like, substantial about why you're still in there, then what's the point? If that makes sense. If that makes sense. By the way, are you guys seeing like a lag between the audio and the video? Because I'm seeing a bit of a lag there, but I don't know. What I mean is this: a Christian who believes in their values should have a reason for what they believe in. Okay, yeah, I believe with you there. I agree with you there. But yeah, my original phrase, like, was how my neighbor, at least to my point of view, didn't really have anything substantial with their beliefs. At least from my knowledge, I don't think so. They did it just because it was like normal, following the general consensus, regardless of whether it does align with you or not, you know? Whether it's like real or with you or not, you know, I personally don't understand. But I guess, like, I understand if they want to impart like Christian values on their kid, though. Like, that might be useful in the long run too. Well, in their case, sounds like they need a stronger basis. Yeah, probably. Probably. Man, I've been talking a lot, mate. It's refreshing having this conversation with you, Jay. Because it's been a good while since we had this conversation, right? Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, it has. And let me think. Cause yeah, I guess it's not necessarily like sorry, I lost my train of thought. Never mind. I forgot what I was about to say because there was a lot of thoughts in mind. So, oh yeah, I actually want to talk about like trust. Because I learned this very interesting thing about trust. I think I mentioned it while you were gone from stream. But apparently, like, I watched this video on trust, and I think they brought up very good points that got me thinking. And the baseline of this video was about how trust is not necessarily an action. It's not something that you can do. Yeah, trust is basically a consequence of a lot of other things happening in like your communication. So trust equals like consistent communication. And it's got me really thinking about how I came to trust people personally. And yeah, mate, like, Jay, not to be like personal or anything, but you know how people have trust issues, right? I don't know if you personally deal with trust issues. That's on you if you want to share it or not. But like, when I think about trust issues, and if we really think about how trust equals to communication, like consistent communication, does that mean like people who have trust issues frequently experience like inconsistent communication or inconsistent miscommunication? Because that's kind of what I'm getting in that sense, right? Like, I wouldn't say that I have trust issues, but I do have insecurities. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, mate, like, I understand that. I understand. Does the insecurities kind of like hinder you from trusting people, or can you still like trust people pretty easily? Wait, do you feel like we have miscommunications often? Oh, no, no, not that. I'm just kind of like giving this out like food for thought, right? Not like we have miscommunications. I just wanted to put this out there just to think about it. Oh yeah, so IRL, I do tend to have miscommunications and misunderstandings from people on occasion. Okay. Okay. Okay, interesting. I guess, and sometimes that's because of my own insecurities. Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. All right. I get that. I get that a lot. Okay. Whew. I guess, you know, a lot of it boils down to reflecting and learning how to navigate through like your miscommunications and really opening up, man. Like, a lot of it is, man. Bro, I got a DM. Who the hell is Furman5666? Who the hell is that? Bro, if you're trying to DM me personally and you're about to ask something creepy, don't even try, mate. Don't even fucking try. Like, you're not going anywhere. Like, if you are actually in the stream and you're lurking and you're looking, mate, I don't think DMing is the way to go on Twitch, mate. If you're a bot, fuck off. If you're not, maybe contribute to the stream before you DM me. What's the name? The name is... Hold on. The name is Furman5666. You a bot, bro? Who the fuck are you? You don't... Bro, don't... I can't click on the user. I don't know who this person is. Let me go to their channel. Alright, mate. Oh, he's lurking. That's kind of creepy. Yeah, that is fucking creepy. Bro, if you're lurking, and you decide to DM me personally, that's not a way to gain my trust. I'm going to think that you're a creepy dude. Not the lurking, the watching your stream and sending your DM without saying anything. Yeah, that's fucking creepy, mate. It's fucking creepy. Fuck off. Like, I know... Okay. I say this jokingly. I know I'm fucking hot and all, but mind your own goddamn business, please. What the fuck, mate? What did the DM say? Hi, how are you? Which is pretty general, but like it's still kind of creepy that you decide to send a DM without saying shit in my stream. It's kind of creepy. I don't want to send anything back, but Furman, if you're watching this, don't do that. That's creepy. That's fucking don't. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, not the first time this shit happened, but damn. I mean, you are attractive, but okay, Jay. But yeah, just be respectful. Shouldn't be that hard, bro. I know, right? Like, I get it. You know, I get it. I get it. But don't be creepy enough to send a private DM without contributing to the streams, or like at least trying to, I don't fucking know, like stop fucking lurking and actually contribute to the stream. Like, I don't, it blows my mind. Like, you don't want to interact, yet you choose to interact with me on a DM. Like, it's fucking weird. Don't do that. Don't be a creep. Just in general, don't be a creep. But yeah. You know what? This is inspiring me to give you a story about the weird DMs that I've received throughout my lifetime. My very, very, very long lifetime. So I'll talk about like the recent one, not the one from whoever, whatever that guy's name is, but there was a time in where I was kind of like chilling, right? And I still had my profile picture on Discord, like the previous one, not the Nezuko one. And there's this guy that I haven't fucking known, where apparently he goes to the same college I do. And he DM'd me on Discord, even though I never gave him anything. And he was all like, hey, what's up? And I was like, bro, who are you and what do you want? Oh, give me a second. My laptop is low. Let me get my charger real quick. Okay, so I was like, bro, who are you? What do you want? And before I got any answers, I looked into his profile, right? Because I often do that with people I just don't know, right? I look into the profiles, anything that gets me to identify who they are. Apparently they're a YouTuber. I forgot about the types of content they made, but they just said that, right? And they're like, you know, I don't know, felt weird. And this dude comes in, like, he replies to me saying, oh my god, I nearly said it. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just say it anyway, because I don't really, like, go there, and plus there are, like, you know, I'll just fucking say it. Chafee College, right? it's not like I'm doxing myself, so it's okay. I mean, I'm half doxing myself, but like whatever. It's not like I actually go there, so you're not gonna see me if you're like trying to do shit. Yeah, no, fucking stay away, fuck off. But yeah, and I was like, yeah, no, don't know her, and I blocked him. Again, it was really creepy getting a DM from someone I don't know. And I think there's this other time where a dude sort of like came into my DMs and told me like, hey, what's up? And at the time I was like, oh, he goes to like the same server I'm in, you know, like we were like mutuals on the servers. I was like, yo, what's going on? And he's like, yeah, I got some holy liquid for your ass. And that immediately set up alarm bells in me, and I was like, nah, mate, nah. I sent him this emoji, like, and then I noped out. It was so fucking weird too. Had a good laugh though with my friends, but Jesus Christ, I can't believe people would just do that. Yeah, mate. That's messed up. I mean, honestly, it is sort of the kind that it's the shit that you encounter as, I guess, what you'd call a socially, quote unquote, attractive person or whatever. It is sort of like the shit that you will face, cause it's fucking weird. Yeah, it's really fucking weird, but you grow sort of like desensitized over it, I guess, which kind of makes it a lot more tragic. Like, we shouldn't have to face this shit, but we do. So, tough luck, mate. I have a friend that decided to close DMs one day. No, close DMs, because one day she got a message that said, hi there, you look like you have, oh, dick sucking lips. Jesus Christ. That's fucked up, mate. That's so fucked up. Where was this? Like, what social media platform was this? Twitter? Instagram? Discord? Like, where was this? God, I'm wearing my jacket again. Oh. Yo. This an alt account, LMAO, is now following. Yo, thanks for the follow, mate. Hope you have a great time here. we're just talking. We're just chatting, so feel free to contribute whatever, you know. We're just chilling. So, a Twitch whisper DM. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? That's so fucked up, mate. Why would people do this shit? Like, do they actually expect that to work? Like, do people actually type that shit and expect that shit to actually work on people? Especially people that they fancy? Because that's so fucked up. Like, yeah. Oh, that's so weird. That is so weird, bro. I personally don't understand that. Like, I don't understand how you'd expect that to work. Like, even worse is, like, people actually sending, dick pics, right? People sending dick pics and actually, like, doing that the first time they encounter someone remotely attractive. I do not understand that. Like, are you just doing that to troll people, or are you doing it because you actually expect this to work? I don't get it. You must be so far out of reality if you expect that to work. So, yeah, I don't know what goes through their mind. Honestly, me neither. You and I both. It's really fucked. It's so fucked. I don't understand. It makes no sense. Truly, it does not. It really doesn't. Account created 6 minutes ago. This an alt account, LMAO. Account created 6 minutes ago. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, Jesus Christ, I don't know who you are. Don't know which alts. I don't know what the hell you're doing here, but mate, if you're the alt of Furman5666, please do not DM me and expect that to work. That is not gonna work. It's just gonna freak me out a little bit more, and I want to stay the hell away from you. But if you're another person, then welcome in, I guess. Wait, what's going on? You know the new follow, this an alt account, LMAO? I don't know if this is the alt account of Furman5666, because might not. Maybe it's just my paranoia or anxiety or whatever. But you know, I'm just kind of sus. I'm just kind of sus since that DM that I just got. So, you know, if you, yeah, that's, I don't know, mate. I don't know. If you're a new person here, welcome in. Just don't mind me rambling and talking. But if you're not, and you really are the person that I think you are, fuck off. Okay? Don't be creepy. Just don't be creepy. That's all. I get it. Have to stay guarded. Yeah. Cause you know there are weird people on Twitch. There's also like weird people on social media. So happily fuck off. Like take a good shit and don't be fucking weird, okay? So, you know, that aside, let's go back to our previous conversation about how people can be really fucking weird. But, you know, like, yeah, mate, I think this is partly why Tinder has failed so hard. Like, I don't think... I don't get why people would still use Tinder when there are a lot of like people willing to send dick pics or like, you know, that message your friend got there. Because I don't get it. I genuinely do not. You know, like the majority of people there, I don't think they want to have a relationship. Like, I think a lot of it is like very physical intimacy based, you know, like sex based. At least from what I've gathered. So, Tinder is mainly just a hookup app. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like, the fact that, like, even for a hookup app, that you would send a dick pic and expect that to work, that's so far beyond me, mate. Then again, could just be from my perspective, but it's so weird, isn't it? It's so weird. Yeah. Also, I went way beyond, like, from a couple of hours. This is like 3 hours. I'm kind of impressed with myself, mate. Sometimes I feel like some people forget that trust takes time. Honestly, I think so too. Because trust takes a lot of consistency, it takes up a lot of time. And I think a lot of people forget that streamers are very much human too, and they don't automatically trust anybody that comes into chat, you know, like shit like this takes time. You know, building a community that you can, I say, like sort of trust in that sense is it's going to take time, you know? Like, and I feel like a lot of people also kind of forget that streamers are just as, like, they can be manipulated and exploited by people that they can interact with, and that's kind of why they have to be so fucking careful, because that it comes with like social media and shit, you know. And honestly, like, y'all gotta like understand, especially in relationships too, like it's not just physical attraction that keeps a relationship there. Like, a lot of it is trust, and a lot of it is just constantly building something. And that something is consistency. It's like building consistency in order to make your partner, or, you know, whoever you got with you, have confidence that you will be there for them. Otherwise, if you fail to do that, like, people aren't going to trust you. Like, that's just how it works. Yeah, mate. It's not just physical attraction. Should be a motto for relationships. Honestly, let me be very, very clear. I'm not in tune with the main culture simply because I want to retain my sanity. But do people actually like stay in relationships just because it's like physical attraction, just because, oh, he or she is too hot, I can't just let that go? Like, do they actually believe that? Do they actually do that? The people just looking for hookups and sex, and then them dumping the partner after they get bored, do that. Oh, so for the people for like one night stands and very complicated short-term relationships. God, that's, wow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, some people do that. Some people, ultimately, it is up to their choice. I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of people do engage in that behavior. And they have their reasons, but I just don't understand. I don't think I ever will, but yeah. So, yeah, You know, I think I've talked a lot, mate. Should I stay for another 5-10 minutes? Maybe I should. Maybe I should. I'm actually going to bed now. It's been a good convo. I enjoy these chats. Same to Jay. I think this is my time to also log off and sign out for the day. Thank you for y'all who are watching, who are still lurking, but think that these chats are very interesting. You know, you guys continue to enjoy yourselves, all right? And as for me, I will take care of myself and just vibe otherwise. So yeah, Jay, and yeah, everybody, I will see you later until the next stream. So bye bye, everybody. Bye.